January 18th, on board the Atlantic. This is exactly the 10th day since I have become human, and am leading this earthly life. My loneliness is very great. I am not in need of friends, but I must speak of myself, and I have no one to speak to. Thoughts alone are not sufficient, and they will not become quite clear, precise, and exact until I express them in words. It is necessary to arrange them in a row, like soldiers or telephone poles, to lay them out like a railway track, to throw across bridges and viaducts, to construct barrows and enclosures, to indicate stations in certain places, and only then will everything become clear. This laborious engineering work, I think, they call logic and consistency, and it is essential to those who desire to be wise. It is not essential to all others. They may wander about as they please. The work is slow, difficult, and repulsive for one who is accustomed to, I do not know what to call it, to embracing all in one breath, and expressing all in a single breath. It is not in vain that men respect their thinkers so much, and it is not in vain that these unfortunate thinkers, if they are honest and conscientious in this process of construction, as ordinary engineers, end in insane asylums. I am but a few days on this earth, and more than once have the yellow walls of the insane asylum and its luring open door flashed before my eyes. Yes, it is extremely difficult, and irritates one's nerves. I have just now wasted so much of the ship's fine stationery to express a little ordinary thought on the inadequacy of man's words and logic. What will it be necessary to waste to give expression to the great and the unusual? I want to warn you, my earthly reader, at the very outset, not to gape in astonishment. The extraordinary cannot be expressed in the language of your grumbling. If you do not believe me, go to the nearest insane asylum and listen to the inmates. They have all realized something and wanted to give expression to it. And now you can hear the roll and rumble of these wrecked engines, their wheels revolving and hissing in the air, and you can see with what difficulty they manage to hold intact the rapidly dissolving features of their astonished faces. I see you are all ready to ply me with questions, now that you learn that I am Satan in human form. It is so fascinating. Whence did I come? What are the ways of hell? Is there immortality there? And also, what is the price of coal at the stock exchange of hell? Unfortunately, my dear reader, despite my desire to the contrary, even if I had such a desire, I am powerless to satisfy your very proper curiosity. I could have composed for your benefit one of those funny little stories about horny and hairy devils, which appeal so much to your meagre imagination. But you have had enough of them already, and I do not want to lie so rudely and ungracefully. I will lie to you elsewhere, when you least expect it, and that will be far more interesting for both of us. And the truth, how am I to tell it, when even my name cannot be expressed in your tongue? You have called me Satan, and I accept the name just as I would have accepted any other. Be it so, I am Satan.